Hello everyone, welcome to my page to OnlyFans. Sorry, wrong page. Hello everyone, my name is Walter. If you don't know, or you can call me by Walt. A few people know me like that. But in this channel is we're gonna be talking about movies, and it's called Only Movies. So we're gonna be just talking about only about all kind of movies. Because I'm a big fan of movies, and if you're a big fan of movies and you want to know what kind of movies are out there, or you don't know if you should watch it, if you're kind of interested but you don't know, you're hesitating and stuff, well, here are going to be in this channel is going to be my thoughts on what kind of movies we're going to be talking about, if you like it or not. And but I'll be going for tonight. I'll be going to watch the new 2025 The Wolfman. So I'll go into the theaters right now, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello everyone, it's me, Walt, from Only Movies, where I'm here right now at the movie theaters, which I'm going to be watching right now is the new movie The Wolfman, which I'm going to be giving my reviews to about it, see if it's good or not, let you know if it is, and then we're going to talk about all three movies of The Wolfman later on in the future. So I'm going to be talking about the 1941s, the 2010 and 2005, and give you my review for all three, which one is the best to the worst, and I'll talk to you guys in a few hours. Well, what can I tell you? What are my thoughts for the Wolfman for 2025? Well, I really didn't like it. I didn't have high expectation for this movie anyways, since they were already spoiling it by giving out the transformation online and stuff, and if you do that on for your movies and all, you're kind of ruining the movie already. But it's not just that, it's like for me, for the Wolfman, it's a lot different compared to the other, like any kind of werewolf movie. For this one, I understand it's like half man, half wolf, but for this one, it didn't seem that way. This one, but telling you by trying not to spoil the movie if you're trying to go watch it, is that okay? It's not too much looking like a creature and all, and instead of like with the full moon, the man turns to a werewolf with the full moon. There's a disease, and it's so much different compared to all any other werewolf movies that you watch, from the Wolfman and American Werewolf in London and The Howling and so on. But with this one, what they're trying to do is change it up by saying, okay, there's a disease, and if you get infected, that you become this creature, and it really doesn't need a moon. This creature could be out on the sunlight, out during day and night, I should say. But with this one, it's not like a monster creature, which they try to do, where they try to do something a little different. But for me, it seems like it tried to do not so much try to keep it with like the classic and all the other ones, all the other movies. They try to do their own moderation, which it was okay. I felt like if they didn't use the title of the Wolfman, maybe I could have liked it. Maybe it could have been something else called or something. But calling the Wolfman does seem like the Wolfman to me. Is like I said, is a man who's with a disease. There's no full moon to make him the transformation, and for me, the way it looked kind of looked more like Smeagol mixed with kind of making a little werewolf, I should say, I guess. I don't know, but that's what my thoughts. So, but like I said, I give it like 3 out of 5, because like I said, it's not my kind of werewolf movie. But if you're still interested to go watch it, you go ahead and watch it in theaters tonight. You could wait until I'm streaming or something. But let me know on your thoughts, and we'll talk about the next for the other two movies, for the Wolfman 1941 and the 2010, and which one I think is much better. So as of now, as you notice, is classic Universal um, logo they used to do back in the 30s and 40s, but right now we're going to be talking about the 1941, the Wolfman. As you can see, most of the actors you probably don't recognize because they're way before our time, but I know two of them because they're great legends. One of them is, of course, Bela Lugosi, who played as Dracula from the classic Universal Monster movie, and of course Lon Chaney Jr., which he plays as the Wolfman, of course. But as you didn't know, his father played as classic monster movies way before our time too, in the silent horror films, like in the Phantom of the Opera and all that. But We'll talk more about that later for his father, but right now we're going to start with the 1941, The Wolfman. Like I said, The Wolfman, man, it's a classic. And with the great star Lon Chaney Jr., who portrays the Wolfman, did a great job. Well, as you can see, the transformation is already happening, so you can notice a bit changes on his feet and all, because he feels different, because the curse is already happening and there's a full moon. Well, actually, in this movie, it doesn't show like it's a full moon and all, but they tell him if you are the moon and all. But this one's a great classic, and you can see by the old school prosthetics the way they did it back in the days, as there wasn't technology like nowadays. But it's still amazing, it's still great work. But the most thing I thought was funny as he turned into a werewolf, as the Wolfman, I should say, at the full transformation. You can see it's funny that he's wearing a button-up shirt. At the beginning, you see him; he was in a tank top, which is like that's funny. There's always like that. Movies make mistake, but it's still great. It's still a great classic. I still say you could still watch it. Well, like I said, The Wolfman, the 1941 is about a brother who returns back home, finding out his brother is dead, and then he's trying to wonder who killed his brother-in-law and trying to investigate, but later on he gets too deep and he becomes the Wolfman, and he kills the wolf, which he thought was just a wolf, but later on he finds out it's a man, not just an animal. It's a creature, half man, half wolf. But then he becomes the wolf, and now he's in the curse of it. Now he can't get off this curse. The only way he get off of it is by true love, or like the gypsy says, silver bullet, silver knife, anything with silver. The only way he could kill him. The whole thing. I'm gonna get out of here. Whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself. And I think he did an amazing job playing as the Wolfman. The way he struggled with the curse and all that, and he's like once with the moon and all, and with the bite and all, he's becoming the Wolfman because he saved the woman he loved and stuff. And at the end, he was killed and all. And it's like, to me, it was a great classic movie, and it's the one of the greatest to me for a classic because I love werewolves. I'm a big fan of werewolves, so that's for the 1941s. So if you ever want to watch the classic The Wolfman, there's some in the DVDs or Blu-ray. I'm not sure, but there's multiple more than just the 1941. There's also from the it's the 1935 through 1948. So there's multiple werewolf movies. Like this one, it comes with 5. It comes with not just the Wolfman, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein, Werewolf of London, and She Wolf of London. Those are great classic movies as well. And also they come in steelbooks, so this, look at the artwork on that, so amazing. And the back says the Wolfman. Well, but I love this. It just sucks I can't meet the legend himself. I would love to get this signed. That will be amazing to get signed from Lon Chaney Jr. Well, so now we're gonna start talking about the 2010, the Wolfman. As you can see, once they start the movie, they try to do as the old school way, as the 1941s, how they start the logos of the Universal Studios back in the day. Well, back then it was a Universal Picture, and now it's. So, what can I say about the 2010 of The Wolfman? I think it's a great movie. It's a great remake. It has the same plot as the original, but the difference, it takes place in the 1891. So it's kind of different a little compared to the 1941s. And this one, yeah, it does have the same plot. A brother comes to investigate what happens to his brother who killed him and all that. He finds out it's a creature. But the ending is different compared to the original, so that's what's kind of different, which I tried not to spoil it so much, because I'll let you people watch it, but I think it's a good movie. I know I'm going to put little clips.
Kill 3 men, I doubt it. I saw the bodies with my own eyes. Unnatural wounds. Most unnatural. Made by a fell creature, I say.
Damn gypsies wandering the countryside, bringing their woe and deviltry with them. They show up, and 2 weeks later this happens. My guess is Ben Talbot went to their camp to have it off with a gypsy or the bear gets hold of him and they dump what's left of him in the ditch.
Got nothing to do with the gypsies. 25 years ago now, my pa found him. Quinn Noddy and all his flock. Brains and guts and God knows what, lying all over the moor for a quarter mile. And Quinn, the look on his face, like he'd been eaten alive. Whatever did it was big, had claws, and didn't mind a load of buckshot. After that, my pa went home and melted down my ma's wedding spoons and cast silver bullets on them. Wouldn't leave the house on a full moon from then on.
It's really good. I know not even people like it so much. There's like mixed reviews for it. That's on Rotten Tomato, or some people like the original. And like I know I say like I'm not a big fan of remakes and reboots, but I enjoyed this one. I really liked it. They try to do something a little different compared to the original and stuff. But like I said, I liked it. I'm sure you will like it, but it's up to you. I can't tell everyone who should like stuff and all. It's up to them. So just let me know on your thoughts. But to me, I think Benedicto del Toro did a great job playing as the Wolfman with all his cast, with Anthony Hopkins, Emily Blunt as well, Hugo Weaving. They all did a great job with them working together. The prosthetics they keep it natural with some of the prosthetics, but I know they use a bit of CGI with the movie and all with the transformation and stuff. But once you hear him transforming, you hear the bones crushing, and it sounds painful and all, but it looks really awesome. I'm telling you. Let me know what you guys think, but yeah, I think it's a great movie, so hopefully you enjoyed it. So yeah, the other thing is about the Wolfman. For this one, there was no sequel since there wasn't a great review for it, so yeah, so it's the only movie there is for the Wolfman, so there's no other one. So but like I said, if you enjoyed, like I said, I enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, then let me know what you think, but I liked it so much. So don't really listen too much the reviews, just listen with your guts and I'll see what you think of it. But just like I said, just let me know down in the comments what you think of the Wolfman 2010. Well, what can I say about the Wolfman for 2025? Well, I wasn't too much of a fan of it. Like I said, I didn't really like it so much as they changed a lot of stuff on it. But luckily, it wasn't too woken up. But like I said, they did a lot different compared to the last two ones I just talked about. But for this one, it is, let's say, it does involve with the full moon. So for the Wolfman, you don't need really the full moon. It involves with the disease, which any Wolfman movie you could see or read talk about. It does involve with disease, but with this one, they want to say like disease, like you've been bitten by something, and if you pass it on to someone, it's bad. It's like something like the COVID or something like that. I don't want to use too much like that, but a little example for it. But yeah, to this one, the wolf, you really don't turn into the wolf like the last two Wolfman. It's not all hairy, It's not full hairy. To me, I think it's more like Smeagol from The Lord of the Rings. mixed with the Wolfman with just a sharper jaw and stuff. But yeah, it was about like a man trying to improve his marriage, and also his dad passed away, and he went to the cabin where he was a kid, where his dad took him to go hunting, train and stuff, be prepared for life and stuff like that. But yeah, I wasn't too much of a fan of it. There was some good stuff that I did like. I did like the perspective on the way he looks at people and his transformations happening, which I kind of did like. Is so he tries to speak and he can't talk. His wife doesn't understand, but to his eyes, it seems like he can talk and stuff. But when he's looking at people, it's not like you see colors and stuff like how we originally look at it. It seems like what everyone says about dogs, that only sees black and gray, and that's how he kind of sees, but it's different colors like greenish, bluish, purple, and stuff like that. Kind of stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I really didn't like it so much. It is a lot different because the wolf, you walk by day and night. It's not just during the night. But it was a lot different. I know they tried their best to try to do it different, not to try to copy like the other last werewolf movie, The Wolfman. But yeah, like I said, I just really didn't like it. So here are my final thoughts. Which one I think is the best to worst? Well, the best, for my opinion, is of course the original 1941, of course. And the second best is the 2010. And the worst, well, you already know it, the 2025. So there you go, that's my thoughts. And if you think different, let me know on down in the comments which one you think is the best to worst. So let me know what's your thoughts, comment down below. So like and subscribe to my channel, The Only Movies, and I'll see you next time.